Is fantasy sports gambling? Or is it a game of skill? Fantasy sports by definition is gambling, but don't tell that to Georgia politicians, as the Georgia State Republican Committee has come out in support of not allowing gambling in the state, but the committee has no problem with fantasy sports. State lawmakers are debating a gambling bill that would legalize gambling in Georgia and would, in theory, help pay for various levels of education. The commissioners of Major League Baseball, Major League Soccer, the National Football League, and the National Basketball Association, with franchises in Atlanta, must be breathing a sigh of relief after hearing that it is more than likely lawmakers will let fantasy sports go and concentrate their efforts into stopping casino gambling. In fact, one state representative, Trey Kelly, is also breathing easier and is pleased. The Georgia GOP faithful made a conscious decision to remove fantasy sports from this resolution. Kelly said, "Their action is in line with my repeated statements and the beliefs of mainstream Georgians that fantasy sports is a game of skill and a completely different issue from casino gambling. The games of skill line comes from the fantasy leagues themselves and has been echoed by the commissioners of the various sports leagues. But it could be argued that horse racing bettors are playing a game of skill too. There are some horse racing bettors who study bloodlines and past results that helps them bet. But by claiming daily fantasy sports is a game of skill, the gambling aspect is hidden, and the fantasy sports does not run afoul of the 1992 law that restricts legalized sports gambling in the United States to a handful of areas: Montana, Oregon, Delaware, and Nevada. Sports leagues are fine with the games of skill line because the leagues are getting money from it through marketing partners. So all is good for the leagues." I'm Evan Weiner for the Politics of Sports Business.